This question asks us about end behavior of a graph. This is another skill that we want you to carry on from at least math 2, at least your 10th grade math class. But you may need a refresher, so let's talk about end behavior. A quick reminder, when we say that x approaches infinity, that means as the graph goes to the far right. When we say x approaches negative infinity, that means as the graph gets further and further off to the far left. When we say y approaches infinity, that's when the graph goes further and further up. And when y approaches negative infinity, the graph goes down forever. So let's look at our end behavior. End behavior always starts with as x approaches infinity. That means as we go further and further to the right on this graph, what do the y values do? Do they get bigger or smaller? And you can see if we trace this graph going further and further to the right along this graph, the graph just keeps going up and up and up. The y values are going up. So as we go to the right, as x approaches infinity, the y values keep going up. They keep approaching infinity. Now, let's look at x approaching negative infinity. So that means when the graph goes to the left. As we go further and further and further to the left on this graph, the graph just keeps going up and up and up. That means that the y value is approaching infinity again. So we look for the answer choice that says y approaches infinity when x goes up or when x goes down.